Okay, I'm going to start off by saying that I think this is a very small group of Christians. I don't think a lot of Christians would agree with what they're doing. I mean, you've got this child crying about abortion. I mean, why would you even talk to your kids about abortion? She can't be more than 10 years old. And you've got this woman saying, that she wants to see kids laying down their lives as radically as Palestinians and Israelis and Muslims, Iraqis, Afghanistanis. What is she thinking? I mean, that's why they're the enemy to begin with, because they're so convinced that they're right that they have to force their will on the rest of the world. And I've added a couple of videos to my favorites, so you can go to my channel. You'll be able to see what happens when you take a child and you brainwash them. They're videos of Muslims, and they don't claim to be extremists. They're Muslims in the UK, but just watch the videos and judge for yourself. And I agree with Lauren Sandler, who wrote the book Righteous, when she says that it's a straight up us against them, you're with us or against us attitude that this small group has, and that's very un-American. It has to be our way, which basically means you don't have the freedom to do it your way. You don't have the freedom to think abortion is okay. You don't have the freedom to be comfortable with your sexuality and allow gay marriage, or to think that realistically that God is not going to forgive these people for falling in love with people that happen to be of the same sex. So it's un-American. It teaches an un-American way of thinking. It teaches a very, I hate to say it, but from what I see, Muslim way of thinking. And then you see them praying at cut of a bush. I mean, how ridiculous is this? I mean, you say, there's no such thing as a left Christian, Republican side. What is that about? It seems like, I'm sure this isn't new, and I'm sure it's been going on for many decades. It's just, picking up steam. But it seems like it has been around a while, and children who went through something like this are probably the same people that grew up to be the adults that even to this day follow George Bush blindly. And it doesn't matter how screwed up this war is. It doesn't matter how screwed up the country is and how many mistakes Rumsfeld and Bush and just the entire cabinet have made. These people still support Bush, and this is the kind of environment that probably raises children to grow up to be those kinds of adults. I don't think there's too much more I can say about that, except it's pretty jacked up, and I don't know where this woman is coming from. I think she just has goals that she wants to reach, maybe political, maybe she wants things to be her way. And children are easy to manipulate. And I've always thought that the Iraqis were cowards for having their children fight their battles for them. Children trust adults and look up to their parents. So if their mother or father or even older siblings tell them to do something or believe something, they will. And we've seen this in Iraq. They will walk out with a bomb strapped on their chest and kill American troops. An adult would say, no, I'm not going to do that, that's stupid. In America anyway, not over there. But even in America, if you tell this child to do something like that, they would do it, because they're easy to manipulate. I don't like to use that word, but because they're so trusting, they will listen. And that's why I've always thought Iraqis were cowards. They use children to do this fighting for them. They use children as huge shields. They use the children for all the things that they're afraid to do. And now you've got these Americans that are trying to get children to believe what they want them to believe, so they can grow up and fight the battles that they probably can't fight on their own. And I wonder who who they're waging war on. There's a section in there where you hear chanting, "This means war. This means war against two other Americans if we don't agree with you. If you go into war now." This is ridiculous. This is brainwashing. It's sick. And I hope these children grow up and go off to college and explore the world, and hopefully, have their minds opened and realize that there's so much more that they're probably not being exposed to.